Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Moon and Romantics taking place here on Amazonia. On the bottom left hand side of the map, we have Romantic spawning as the blue human. Over here on the top right, we have Moon spawning as, well, the red night elf. No big surprises here. Moon will most likely be opening up with a Keeper of the Grove, followed by, well, archers, and we'll see where he goes from there. There are a lot of different strategies available to players as of late. This game was taken from, well, the NetEase ladder, and I believe this game was taken place on Saturday, the 30th of March. So for all you guys out there who are keeping track, I am trying to find the best replays out there. Hopefully I do find good replays that you guys all highly enjoy and are able to just watch alongside with me. Well, if for some reason you can't get those NetEase replays to work on your computer, or if you want to hear the commentary of a middle-aged man playing a video game and watching a video game that's over 15 years old. Anyways, I do enjoy WarCraft 3. There is a lot of skill involved with it, and it's one of those games where the more you play, and it's true about many games, any game that has a lot of depth and a lot of control and decisions, you can actually start to see what is going on behind the scenes. We are going to be looking at an Archmage. Romantic not building up a footman yet. There it goes. There's that footman. Perhaps a little bit of delay in the amount of gold available, as we are now looking at the Wisp, who is just going to most likely keep track of this, well, what's happening here. And meanwhile, back off to the north, Ancient of War, Lightning Shield, now onto the Archer. Archer is going to stand right here and pretty much deal a large amount of damage to both of these units. By doing exactly this, he's actually maximizing the amount of damage, and that Archer's Lightning Shield is not going to be enough to really finish off these particular rogues. Nope, gonna purposely back off in time. There you go, there goes one, and now you're just gonna see a number of trees that are left. Tome of Strength picked up by the Keeper of the Grove as units are moving their way out. Was that a 3-3-3 or a 5-3-3 creep camp? Archmage, let's take a look at this. It actually looks as though there was a bit of denial, or perhaps I believe the tree actually got the final hit off, hence the reason why he did not get to level 2 just right here. Also, a little bit of gold setback. That's not what you want to see. Perhaps that footman engaging and doing a little bit of a spoof caused the Keeper of the Grove to stutter, or Moon to stutter for just a bit, long enough to allow that Ancient of War to get the final shot off instead. Now, let's take a look back down to the south here. Keeper of the Grove is going to be looking for some easy units to try and entangle and shut down. Meanwhile, Archer and all of these forces of nature are going to try and engage as well. Let's take a look back down to the south here. Keeper of the Grove is going to turn back around, get an entangle off onto any of those units, and this is a tough spot for Romantic to be in. He's actually in between the Keeper of the Grove and the archers, and you know as soon as the Keeper of the Grove lands down and entangle, one of those footmen could easily get finished off here. So what essentially is happening is this Keeper of the Grove is able to harass and keep this much larger army at bay. The archers, however, have to be very careful though, as you're going to take a look at the archers now absorbing a bit more damage than they should at this point. Tree of Life about a third of the way done. We're going to be looking at forces of nature joining in on the fight as well. Footmen now heading back down to the south. We are upgrading the tier 2. Romantic should be getting up an arcane tower here in just a moment, but Romantic is unable to try and get any experience right now. Level 3 is really where the Romantic wants to be here. He wants to be able to get a little bit of an advantage using those water elementals early on to absorb and tank damage. You're going to take a look. There's the entangle here. The archers are now going to come in from the back, and it's going to cause a little bit of a tight fight all across the board. Let's take a look at this. That one low hit point footman now down to 110 hit points. The best you can hope to do now. Nope. What is happening here? Another entangle on this footman instead. Archers are all shadow melted. What's going down? As this footman most likely will get taken out there. All right, let's take a look. Footman unable to finish off these archers, as those archers are shadow melted here. Let's take a look. One more should do it. There it goes. Another low hit point footman as well, as the archers, the water elementals getting taken off here. Are we going to see an entangle? Cancel. Oh, one more shot. There's the denial, as the Keeper of the Grove does not get that experience. Even though the experience was not gained, that is still a loss. as there goes a unit. You're taking a look at 27 compared to 27 supply right now, as another entangle goes down on an unsuspecting footman. That footman gonna get pretty much taken down here in just a moment. Let's take a look down to 49 hit points. We should see an acid bomb finish off that footman right there. Acid bomb damage over time. Archmage gonna get the denial though, as the alchemist doesn't get any experience. All right, now what essentially is happening is that mana is being traded for gold, but no experience is really being gained. If Romantic can minimize his losses and not allow his opponent to snowball by through that level advantage, perhaps he'll be able to eventually make a little bit of a play later on. We are looking most likely at a Mountain King coming back at home here, as the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist still running back together off to the north. There's going to be plenty of healing to go around. We are looking at the Ancient of War ready to engage against this Rock Golem creep camp. The Archmage alongside Footman really want to do a bit of damage here. Let's take a look. Where is this Water Elemental going to go? Water Elemental now trying to back away. Going to walk away very, very slowly, as the Alchemist is sitting at near a maximum mana. And that Keeper of the Grove, well, taking this opportunity to just clear out some easy creep camps. By staying back further to the south, he knows exactly when his opponent is nearby and when he can engage. Oh, Archmage does not get the final shot off there. You saw the gold, and when you see the gold, that means that you ended up getting it, or whoever's vision I am is currently getting the experience, and that's what we have here. Now, Rifleman, Priest, Rifle Caster coming across here, Archmage. It looked as though the Rock Golem creep camp could perhaps be pressured here in just a moment, but the Archmage of Romantic just going to constantly spot this Ancient of War, but really not catch his opponent in the act. By not catching his opponent and creepjacking him, he's actually wasted a bit of time, as Moon is really transitioning away and still using his time very effectively. He's clearing out creep camps, and now we see clearing out of the creep camps at the opposite end. Romantic perhaps taking a cue from the playbook, knowing that, hey, you know what, I can't constantly be trying to catch my opponent off guard. At some point, I need to change it up, and that's exactly what he did. Archmage at 2. Mountain King at 2, going up against a Keeper of the Grove who is at 2, almost at 3, and an Alchemist who is at 2. All right, that one hit point Force of Nature really should not be around. It's just going to give a little bit of extra experience, as well as the Ancient of War off to the north, slowly making its way over here to the Mud Golem and Rock Golem creep camp. All right, Mountain King really looking to get to level 3 here, getting that much closer. Has a good amount of mana. Stormbolt should be at the ready. Mountain King with already +7 armor. That is a very big deal indeed, as the Mountain King, well, gonna show up to the party here. All right, Stormbolt, Keeper of the Grove, quickly using the Scroll of Town portal in order to get away. This is gonna be free target practice onto the Ancient of War, and also to some other units here. Archer, is it gonna be able to run back? What is going on here? That Archer is just able to run back, and not quite sure. All right, Archer finally realized, wait a second, maybe I should not have shot that opponent there. Forest Troll Trapper gets bashed in the face. A last Forest Troll Trapper is here. Archmage and Mountain King both staying at level 2 though, as we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove, perhaps hoping to do a little bit of a play here by summoning Forces of Nature into this location and causing a bit of harassment. 48 supply compared to 49. Moon and Romantic pretty much neck and neck. Altar of Kings, well, it takes a little bit of damage, but really not that much overall. Mountain King could have landed a Stormbolt, perhaps. Gonna try and catch up. No, unable to do so. We are at 49 to 53 supply. Economic advantage now belongs to Moon, as Romantic is in low upkeep.
The great outdoors.
Now, Dryads are upgraded 1-1. Riflemen are upgraded 1-0 at this point, as the units are still making their rounds out. Stormbolt quickly onto that Wisp. It quickly gets taken down. Mountain King wants to finish off this Ancient of Lore and should be able to hit some of the key tech buildings here, and this is going to be key. If the Riflemen, or if all of these Moonballs are absolutely cleared out, then, well, that means that the next upcoming sets of battles is just going to be that much better. Rifleman can turn back around. 19 to 28 damage. Dryads are right there. 18 to 22. Stormbolt onto the unit here. Footman does not have defend, as the Keeper of the Grove decides to slither back again. Dryads now coming across. Chemical Rage coming across here. Rifleman getting into position. Let's take a look. Keeper of the Grove. No, bash onto the Dryad. Mountain King now seeing that level 3. Level 2 Stormbolt could cause some serious problems as we're taking a look at, well, there goes a Dryad there. All right, continuing the fight here. Alchemist could end up getting taken down to 248 hit points. More damage heading back the other way. Dryads could get taken down as well. No, range is just a little bit too far. Mountain King still taking far too much damage as the Archmage gets to level 3. All right, Stormbolt finish off another Archer here. Mountain King still has plenty of mana as we see Acid Bomb go down again. All right, Disenchant. However, the Rifleman going to get taken down there. Mountain King still has good amount of mana. Perhaps should be trying to focus down some of those Dryads instead, as there is a bunch of units going around every which way. Stormbolt onto the Alchemist. Alchemist could be in trouble. However, not enough focus fire there as the Mountain King still, well, just shy of mana now. All right, are we going to perhaps see a bash? No bash onto the Alchemist. Alchemist could have gotten taken down. Only one tree. Wow, that was a little bit of... No, there's the second tree right there. I was gonna be very surprised only seeing one tree. Keeper of the Grove quickly getting bashed in once more. Archmage really needs to get to level 4 for level 2 Brilliance Aura, as that Mountain King is still just low on mana. Arcane Vault, just what the doctor ordered in order to try and, well, heal back up and get all of that precious mana back. Dryads going up against Rifleman. There is a Priest off over here. You're going to take a look. Moonwells are going to get destroyed, and now we are, well, losing some key Moonwells. Okay, Chemical Rage onto the Alchemist. Alchemist at 300 hit points. Going to try and bust away. Mountain King unable to do anything right now. It looks like he used a bash, but that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability gave the Alchemist enough gas in the tank to continue that fight. Dryads could get taken down. Mountain King, does he have a Potion of Mana? If he gets a Potion of Mana or something to that effect, he should be able to get very, very far with Stormbolt, as he's now going after Dryads. Dryads getting taken down on both sides. Stormbolt onto the Alchemist. Alchemist could get taken down. There it goes. Mountain King just shy of level 4. Now Archmage continuing the fight here as Riflemen are backing up, trying to finish off more targets. All right, Mountain King still here. Rifleman getting pegged down all over the place. What is going on? Rifleman could just at least fire back and take down that Dryad, but the Dryad is just moving far too fast. All right, far too many units. Stormbolt. All right, Keeper of the Grove. Is he going to be able to Stormbolt throw down at that Keeper of the Grove? No, he is not. Keeper of the Grove able to slip away, sitting at 75 hit points. All right, Rifleman shows up to the party. What is he doing? He's just walking into a bunch of units for no other reason, as the Priest should really be trying to heal right now. That's the only real damage unit out there on the field. All right, bash onto a Dryad. That might be enough to finish off a unit. Rifleman gonna try to focus on a different unit instead. All right, constantly healing. Dryad trying to get finished off, down to 27 hit points. Still surviving, finally gets taken down. That was the only Rifleman left. Archmage does not have enough mana, as the Archmage just tries to get in front of these units here. All right, are we going to see any more units lost? Alchemist is back out. Mountain King sitting at level 4. Let's take a look. This Rifleman did pick off one Dryad there before the Keeper of the Grove was able to do something. And Moon cutting off the reinforcements, doing a great job now. All right, are we perhaps going to be looking at Ivory Towers with a guard tower or two? That could perhaps have been enough. Instead, the Ancient of Lore training up some more Dryads as another Priest gets taken down again. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. Romantic realizes, you know what, this is no place really for me to be. Stormbolt goes down onto the Keeper of the Grove. One last Stormbolt, as, well, mana should not be that big of an issue any longer. All right, taking that opportunity to get one last Stormbolt, one last thing to say. Perfect opportunity right there. Mountain King finishing off the Tide Runners, but is going to be, just shy of level 4. Big loss right there, not getting to level 4. Meanwhile, more peasants getting lost here, and this is feeding the experience of that Keeper of the Grove, who is now getting very close to level 5. All right. Archmage not having level 4 means no level 2 Brilliance Aura, which means less mana for the... wait, does it mean less mana? No, it does not mean less mana. It means weaker water elementals, as we're going to see a couple of Apprentice Wizards get finished off right here. Come on, just finish them off. You could have gotten level... All right. If those Dryads abolish magic down that water elemental far too quickly, well, you know why. Less hit points. But at the same time, in the same breath, perhaps he's trying to go for a different strategy here, as the Archmage is going to be able to easily finish off these Apprentice Wizards. There it goes. Finally getting to level 4 at close to the 15-minute mark of this game. Alchemist sitting at level 3. Let's see, continuing to finish off more and more units. Meanwhile, back at the other side, the Dryads. Well, the Dryads really don't have too much to worry about. 18 to 22 damage, level 1 weapons upgrades. It doesn't look like level 2 is getting underway, but the Riflemen are 2-0 upgraded and could now be getting, yes, the armor upgrades as well. Riflemen looking, well, to back off here. Let's take a look. Riflemen able to fire back. Dryads taking a bit of damage as the Archmage and Mountain King are here ready to go. Archmage now once again, well, regenerating some manas. Boulder to the head for that Keeper of the Grove, who now decides to back away as the Alchemist is the only one that can gain any more experience. Rock Golems going after these forces of nature. Dryads, well, getting in a bit of poison slow damage there to try and finish off these granite golems here. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble. Let's see, where's it going to go? Let's see, where's it going to go? Is it going to go back the other way? Could we see a Stormbolt? There is the Stormbolt right there. Oh, this could be a very problematic. May need to buy a potion. Buys the Scroll of Town Portal, but unable to use it in time. Losing a level 5 Keeper of the Grove at the 16-minute mark. Also dropping behind a Tome of Strength +2 and leaving a little bit of, well, experience in a very low hit point Rock Golem. Dryads are all here ready to go, 1-1 upgraded. Meanwhile, well, Riflemen, if they pop on out right here, right now, we're going to have a very bad day. Workshop, oh, Dryad's going to be able to just simply walk into the base, and this is actually the worst possible place to be. Scroll of Town Portal, if it lands right here, all of those Dryads are in just the absolutely horrible spot. There is no easy retreat for them. Meanwhile, Alchemist now making its way back down. Really should be trying to just Scroll of Town Portal right here. That's just enough to finish off the army. I don't believe he realizes how much damage he can really do here, as well, he can just land on top, prevent any sort of easy retreat. Why isn't he doing that? I do not know. Alchemist doesn't have any mana. Scroll of Town Portal finally coming in. Is it going to land right here? Is it going to land? Yes. Lands on top of a bunch of Dryads. 3 Dryads quickly taken down. I believe that could have been done much earlier. Finished off more Dryads as the Dryads now look to back off. Romantic down by 6 supply. Alchemist is sitting at level 4, almost level 5. Meanwhile, the Archmage and the Mountain King both getting close to level 5 themselves. All right. Let's take a look at Moon. Moon's Moonwells are pretty much bone dry at this point. This is the time to really be engaging against your opponent. If you can engage against your opponent right here, right now, there is going to be no easy opportunity to try and heal. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is going to be making its way over. What is it going to do? Is it going to pick up a Zeppelin? All right, nope. Well, it could be picking up a Zeppelin, not 100% sure. Keeper of the Grove back out onto the field. Now, Archmage sitting at level 4 as well. You see the Goblin Zeppelin. I thought we saw a Goblin Zeppelin. Yeah, Goblin Zeppelin hanging out right over there. Staff of Teleportation going to go ahead and teleport, picking up a unit. Keeper of the Grove is in the belly of the Zeppelin. So alongside that Alchemist, and here you are, Keeper of the Grove. Units are now just joining on the fight. Acid Bomb onto all of those units right there, going after that Arcane Tower. Arcane Tower removing much of the mana. Well, forces of nature joining in, and this is just a beautiful spot to be in. Romantic, however, one water elemental in the front line, really not doing all that much, as the Keeper of the Grove is going to be able to get backed off here. Keeper of the Grove down to 500 some odd hit points. Taking a look, some of the forces of nature are fighting back as well. Alchemist acid bombing again. Multiple peasants here. If it had actually acid bombed the right unit, perhaps we'll see more dead peasants. Instead, well, Mountain King gets to level 5. There's a couple of dead peasants, as Romantic will be forced to try and train up some more workers. Currently low with only, I believe, 5 it looks like 5. Yeah, 5 workers on the main gold mine. Maybe it's 4. And no one really harvesting any lumber. During this transition time, we're going to be taking a look. Moon has the opportunity to try and put down some more pressure. There you go. There's that pressure again. Did we see more acid bomb? Yes, we did. That damage over time. Priests are over here trying to heal up multiple units, but it simply is not working very well. Water elementals all here ready to go. Priest continuing to heal. Meanwhile, back at the other side of the map, granite golems going after. We're getting taken down by the dryads. Dryads, however, slow poison trying to split across all of that damage every which way. Granite golems, however, well, the boulder, the thunderclap or the stomp really doesn't do anything as well. As you're going to take a look at the granite golem getting taken down there. Claws of attack plus 12, an easy plus item. Archmage now makes its way over, but is not going to spot his opponent clearing out this creep camp. Instead, just going to be doing a little bit of creeping on his own. Quickly gets his water elemental purged as it gets taken down to about half life. Right, Enforcer now taken down as well. Meanwhile, Mountain King shows up to the party. Stormbolt right there. Is it going to be enough to finish off the Alchemist? Alchemist now trying to get in front. Mountain King trying to get there as well. Is going to be able to throw another Stormbolt? That is the question there as the Archmage scrolls of Town Portal in order to get away. Keep with the Grove at 5. Alchemist at 5. Mountain King is at 5. While the Archmage, I believe, is currently, well, at 4 still. No, Archmage is also at 5.
Our warriors have engaged.
All right. Everyone sitting at level 5 on their primary and second heroes. Moon has once again retaken the overall supply lead as the Alchemist and the Keeper of the Grove are not going to be gaining any more experience. Rifleman, Priest, wandering on out. 2-1 upgrades. Are we looking at 2-2? No, we are not. 2-1 upgrades only. Dryads are also only upgraded 2-1, but there is that devotion aura from that Keeper of the Grove giving an additional 6% armor or 6% effective hit points. I think it's still 1 armor unless I am mistaken, as the units are now making their way back down. Let's take a look back across here. Dryads, yep, only 1 armor being given. Archmage now ready to head back down to the south. Priests are all here ready to go. Meanwhile, well, Water Elemental is still holding out, making sure that no ninja expansions are being placed. Mountain Giants being added as well. Mountain Giants should be able to clear up a lot of damage, absorb a lot of that damage from those riflemen, as well. Medium armor is effective against piercing damage. Priest all here ready to go. Militia now being called off to the north as well. 59 supply compared to 54. Romantic, well, gonna be facing a little bit of an uphill battle as the main bases are now nearly out of gold. No more gold. What you see is what you get. Entangled gold mine happening off over here as the Tree of Eternity could end up getting taken down. Water Elemental, what is it doing? Well, just getting in a little bit of damage off onto those units. Mountain Giant alongside the Alchemist. Looks like they're going to turn this into a base race as the forces of nature are going after the farm. All right, last Tree of Eternity going to get taken down. This may turn into a true base race down to 1,000 hit points and dropping awfully quickly as the Tree of Eternity looks like it will get felled. Back down over here to the bottom left. Dryads are all here ready to go, poking at this one particular keep. Are we seeing a Scroll of Town Portal? No, we do not. No Scroll of Town Portal. Well, no Scroll of Town Portal. What does it mean? Mountain King, Archmage. Archmage must feel like he's in a great spot right here, right now, as we're looking at the Ancient of Wonders about to get taken down. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, finally doing a bit of retreating. Does not want anything involved with that one particular fight. Keeper of the Grove, Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove getting Stormbolted by that Mountain King. Alchemist trying to just come in, get in a bit of damage, but unable to do so. Dryads, in addition to Wisp, doing so much damage to those summons and taking them down. However, Peasants are not long for this fight, easily getting finished off as well, as the Mountain King has to be extremely careful. Mountain King try to go after that Alchemist. No, not quite so. No Paladin that I can see as of yet. Stormbill onto the Alchemist. Alchemist down to 385 hit points. One more shot could have done it. Mountain King still has plenty of mana. Could try to finish off some more units, and there goes a handful of those forests. A force of natures. Mountain King down to 366 hit points, looking to get away. Mountain King still looking to try and fight. There's a big Stormbolt onto the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant down to 591 hit points. Is it going to get taken out? Mountain King still looking fairly strong here as the Archmage looks to back up. All right, another round of Disenchant. Disenchant onto those forces of nature, causing some major problems. There goes another Dryad. Mountain King down to 230 hit points. Is going to be able to get away. Down to 51. Stormbolt onto that unit, and the Mountain King still gets finished off. Staff of Preservation tried to save, but it don't know if it's going to work. Alchemist going to try and higher up, but no. Heads back down to the south, and he simply runs down. Perhaps he expected his opponent to... well, perhaps Romantic thought that his opponent was simply just gonna buy a Zeppelin and get away, but instead Moon, knowing that, just took an easy way out with that Staff of Sanctuary. Level 5 on the Alchemist, getting close to level 6. Archmage at level 5, almost level 6. Keeper of the Grove, 5, almost 6 as well. Dryads gonna, well, easily, well, Water Elemental burst down here. I believe it's level 3 Brilliant Aura. Yeah, level 3 Brilliant Aura coming across, saving a lot of these units. Meanwhile, Priests are gonna have a good time on mana, at least for a little while longer, as the units are still fighting their way through. All right, Mountain Giant. 2-1 upgraded Mountain Giants, able to back off here in just a moment. Low hit point Rifleman, oh, gets picked up and dropped back down. But another Rifleman in the front lines, not so lucky. All right, Keeper of the Grove, all here, ready to go. Turning back around, there goes another Rifleman. 2 Riflemen now down, a third one. Well, nope, gets picked up, I believe, by the Zeppelin again. 4 very low hit point Riflemen. Units are just trying to get away. 5. Are we going to see more Tranquility coming across? Staff of... No, not Staff of Teleportation. That is straight up mass teleport in order to get away. No more gold mines anywhere. Do you see a Tree of Life? I do not. No Tree of Life either. Keeper of the Grove out onto the field using that Clarity Potion. Meanwhile, Alchemist, well, wants to get to level 6 for some very good old-fashioned transmutations, as the Archmage and the Mountain King both getting ready for what should be an epic battle. Riflemen casters going up against, well, Mountain Giants and Dryads, but the Dryad army of Moon is pretty much, well, dry. Let's take a look at this. Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove should easily end up getting backed up here. Meanwhile, Alchemist with Chemical Rage able to do that hit and run tactic. Mountain King is going to try and Stormbolt a Mountain Giant to try and stun it and finish off. It does have the mana for it. Let's take a look. Mountain King could easily do it. That Mountain Giant, however, moving far too quickly, as we see the Mountain Giant, well, but it looked like he was about to throw a Stormbolt. Not quite sure what happened there, as the unit does end up backing off. Water Elemental heading off to the north here, making sure that there is no expansion. We see that there is not. What you see is what you get. 46 supply compared to 33. And, well, this is going to be an uphill battle for Moon, unless Moon can make a very decisive play. All right, let's take a look. Ancient of Lore making its way back down. And, well, healing up the remainder of the units there. All right. Ancient of Wonder is suffering a bit of pressure now. Target Practice going to get focused down here, and going to get focused down here. Alchemist, oh, walks a little bit too far, but 1,300 hit points on an Alchemist with decent armor means that he's not going to fall anytime soon. Mountain King still looking for a easy engagement, looking to back up now. Alchemist is once again in that front line. Stormbolts again, but a little bit too far, as the Moonwells are all dry. Mountain King continuing that fight now. And against those Mountain Giants, the Giants just constantly taunting, as the Mountain King unable to do very much. Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now down to sub 300, sub 200, 138, enough to stay alive, as the Dryads go after Romantic's Water Elementals. All right, continuing all of this focus here. Rifleman gonna get picked back up at the last moment. Well, mass teleport in order to get away. There you go, just teleports right there. Stormbolt onto the Chemical Raging unit. And what is happening there, as that was the beautiful just a step in order to try and finish things off. All right, Mountain King is going to get a Stormbolt off. Stormbolt could be coming in. There is... Come on, just finish it off right there. What happened here? It looked like All right, well, Alchemist back down to the south, down to 172. It looks like the Goblin Zeppelin is going to be able to pick up that Mountain King. Mountain King sitting at level 5 right now, finishes it off. Level 2 or level 3 Stormbolt still here, ready to go. Alchemist cannot stick around for far too long. Could easily get taken down. Keeper of the Grove perhaps trying to get baited. Level 6 now on the Mountain King avatar is available. And there is the game. Romantic able to come back with the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.